You need help. The shit you're doing is sick. And I didn't know because I was underage too. I didn't understand.
This one right here, this ain't just messy. This one of those situations where everything that happens in the dark finally comes to the light. So we're talking about Boston Richey and his ex-girlfriend Tatiana Chanel. Now let's be clear, everything that we're talking about is alleged. This is based on what she posted, her screenshots, her pictures, and things like that. So Tati comes out and she starts dropping pictures of receipts and little injuries that she says that Boston caused. Then she shows little messages where he's begging and apologizing, and he's also talking about hurting himself. And you can also see where he's offering her large amounts of money just to keep her around. But what really shook people was when she started saying things like she was held against her will. So she claims that there was a situation where she was naked in a vehicle around multiple men held against her will. She's stating that she couldn't get out, couldn't call for help, almost as if she was trapped. And if she's not telling the truth there, then that's a different level of toxicity. And the crazy part about it is when you look at everything together and combined, as far as the money, the messages, the pressure, everything together, it starts to look like control. This isn't just arguments, this isn't just relationship problems. This seems as though someone that's trying to do anything by any means to keep this relationship from falling apart. Then she started to speak on private things in her relationship. Some of the things that people don't generally like to speak about to the public. She starts to talk about how complicated and intense the relationship started to become. And this is honestly why people on the internet are starting to have a bigger conversation about what's going on between Tatiana Chanel and Boston Richey. So my take on the whole situation, starting at the point where Tatiana was trapped in this vehicle with allegedly Boston Richey and everybody else that was in that car from the picture that she showed, that's another level of toxic. Like, I just don't understand what would make a grown man in their mind think that it's okay to have someone underage in a vehicle traveling to wherever they was traveling to with all your homies in the car. So now your homies could see it too. But not only that, it's just the fact of the matter is just physically attracted to someone that's underage is crazy to me. I never understand it. Now, again, everything is alleged from what's being said. But from what's being said, if this is true, not to mention the fact that Boston Richey, we all know he's a rat on top of that. So when you go against your morals as a man, life that you're living, if you say that's a part of your morals, don't go against it. Stand on what you stand on. So if you go against your morals in any way, I'm looking at you sideways for anything else. And it's like Boston Richey is a prime example of a man who absolutely needs money to get women. You talking about you missed the pay for shit. You need money you have to pay for shit. What you mean you missed it? You have to pay. You can't get shit for free. What do you get? What are you able to get? You had to buy a 16-year-old? That's what we doing in Boston? But again, I can't put it past you because of everything else that you've been alleged for doing. You see what I'm saying? And I'm one of those people where it's like, as soon as one allegation comes out, I gotta question it. And it depends on what the allegation is. Now, let's not sit here, like, I'm not gonna sit here and say I judge off the rip, off of an allegation, because people lie too, right? But come on now, bro. Tati had hella the utmost receipts. Unbelievable amount of receipts on her spam. What can you possibly say? And then you dropped a video saying that you broke up because you was smashing too many women, but then she just said a lot of those women was 15 and 16. And it's like she's having receipts. That's the thing. And then she brought up the fact that you like to get pegged, Boston. That you like to get pegged. So not only so you like to get pegged, You messing with 15-year-olds and 16-year-olds, and then you a rat. You gonna have to, like, for me to take what Boston says serious, he's gonna have to go back to her. Like, if this was me, and I'm gonna try to fight what she's saying, and I'm gonna try to sue or whatever the case to clear my name, because that's big on my morals. I'm gonna let my lawyer speak at that point. I'm not gonna get on the Instagram live or whatever he was on and start speaking just erratically, saying stuff that could potentially, honestly, that live or whatever video he had made the situation worse. And I don't want to hear, this is just like my last video. It's like, and it's sad I have to keep covering these things, but just because she was young doesn't mean she was mentally there. As a man, I'm not hearing anything about the fact that she could have made those decisions. Y'all gotta watch who y'all look up to, man. Y'all gotta watch who y'all look up to. Y'all idolize these people talking about some, I missed the pay for and he paying for 16-year-olds to come meet him in his hotel room. He talking about he have 7, 8 girls in a telly, and he doing it dolly with no, you know what I'm saying, he not running no trains or nothing, which that's weird as it is. But he not doing any of that. Everything he's doing is he's doing it by himself in the hotel room, but he's doing it with 16-year-olds from what Tati's saying. And y'all look up to these people. Like, that's why I don't idolize no celebrity. That's exactly why I don't idolize no celebrity. I don't idolize nobody. One person the one being that I do fear is God. Everybody else, we're human. You know, we're all equal. For reasons like this. Y'all let this man come up here and flash money. There's nothing Boston could say about himself that wows a person, besides the fact he got some bread. And he spend it on women. Because he got to. Because he tricked. There's nothing else. And y'all adored this. This is what y'all did. I walk up and I missed the papers. That's what it was, right? Until now he's the bad guy. Also, when y'all listening to these artists, listen to what they saying too. Like, listen to what they talking about. I never understood the hype with him anyways, especially after the rat allegations and then now this. I never understood it. I don't know. It's just that maybe that's just me. Maybe I'm a little older. I'm a little old school. I didn't see it. But watch who y'all look up to, man, and watch certain people closely, because there's people out here that and then like, you know, his yes men, like everybody that was in that with. This is just a weird situation. This not the worst situation I covered, but this is up there. So y'all, you know what I'm saying? That's my take on this video, man. Y'all go ahead and hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, the notification bell. Go.